be. Jeff, go Jeff, go Jeff! yards, 5 yards.
Touchdown?
No.
Oh, he's got a few inches.
There's always a possibility, but it's pretty slim right now.
Like this.
Oh.
Won by 14.
The temperature's still mild, low 45 to 50. And on Friday, mostly cloudy day with some scattered showers. The temperature's high of around 55. Here's a look at the winds tonight out of the southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow out of the southwest at 15 to 20. Chance of precipitation is 40% tonight, increasing to 50% tomorrow. And the seas are running 2 to 4 feet both days. Here's a look at your high tides for Barnstable, Hyannisport, Chatham, and Provincetown. Your sunrise at 6:40, sunset at 4:15, and that gorgeous weather shot taken today in West Yarmouth. Truro Police Sergeant David Costa goes on trial December 7th, charged with scrubbing egg-bearing lobsters. Yesterday in Orleans District Court, his defense attorneys withdrew their motion to dismiss the charge. Sergeant Costa had been arrested last May by the Environmental Police. It's coming up next on Media One Cape Sports. Nauset looks to serve up DY this Thanksgiving. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Here's your scalding hot cup of tea, Grandma.
Thank you, Thomas.
The M-Class performs like a Mercedes, no matter where it goes.
Now in stock for immediate delivery at Transatlantic Motors.
With over 7,500 square feet of antiques at The Barn, it's worth the stop. The Barn is in the old Fall River Knitting Mills building and houses the largest selection of antiques on Cape Cod. At The Barn, you'll find an eclectic collection of antique furniture and reproductions and the biggest selection of prints, paintings, and lamps anywhere in southeastern Massachusetts, not to mention a great selection of one-of-a-kind items, perfect for gift-giving. Come in and see why it's worth the stop at The Barn, Route 28 in the old Fall River Knitting Mills building, Hyannis.
What do these businesses have in common? Jordan Sign, signing Cape Cod since 1947.
Kent's Carpetland is a floor-covering wonderland. Only Kent's Carpetland gives you such a wide range of broadlooms, orientals, and flooring. See our selection of wood and laminate floors, plus lots of vinyl floors in stock to choose from. Elegance and durability for your floors. Kent's Carpetland, the largest carpet dealer from Boston to Cape Cod to New Bedford. For the location nearest you, call 1-800-649-8600.
Kent's Carpetland.
And now, Media One Cape Sports.
Never mind Cape Cod. Traditionally, it is one of the greatest high school football rivalries in the state. The annual Barnstable-Falmouth Thanksgiving game kicks off at 10 a.m. at Falmouth. As for today, Barnstable held their annual pep rally to get fired up for their clash with the Clippers. Quarterback Tom Street shared a poem.
Tomorrow on Thanksgiving, the fun really begins. The last 2 years, we beat the Clippers by a bunch. But this year, they'll come out fighting, and that's not just a hunch. Number 21, Jeff Boswell, calls himself to answer. The question is Stephen Gomes, who'll eat him alive like a cancer.
The rally was on Main Street in Hyannis. The Red Raiders should be excited. A victory gives the team the Old Colony League championship and, more importantly, a Division I Super Bowl game versus BC High. With the exception of those teams playing in Super Bowls, tomorrow marks the last day of high school football. Philip Burton tells us it also marks the last day opponents can get even with their rivals.
Turkey Day is among us, the day high school football players long for, the last day of the season, and the final day for seniors.
Tomorrow it's all about this helmet right here and this jersey and these kids. So, yeah, it's going to be a little emotional, but you got to deal with it.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Been here for 4 years. I don't know how it'll feel until it's actually all over, so just looking forward to tomorrow.
Once tomorrow's come and gone, these guys can walk away knowing they've made an impact on the younger Warriors. What are some of the things the seniors have taught you?
Taught me keep my head up when I make a mistake, don't worry about it, and just get right back in it.
These guys are going to be right back in it for one last game when they face their rival, Dennis Yarmouth.
They're going to be just as hungry as we are. They're a fast team. They got pretty good speed. They've got a lot of people who played last year. They've taken their lumps the same way we have through the ACL. I think if you look at the scores of both games, you'll see that we match up very, very well against common opponents. And I just think it's going to be a great game. Should be very exciting.
Nauset and DY have played each other for the past 3 years. Right now, the series is 2-1 Dolphins. But the Warriors will be looking to even the score tomorrow.
So you got to look to even that out. I've played in all 3 of those games. And, you know, it was my freshman year. I lost, but I wasn't that much part of the team. But so my sophomore year was tough. My junior year, so far, has been one of the greatest days of my life. But, you know, you just got to go in there and give it all you got and hope for the best.
In Eastham, Philip Burton, Media One, Cape Sports.
And Nauset will look to even the score at DY tomorrow. That game's at 10 a.m. Can't believe I'm saying this on November 24th. Today's weather was perfect for golf. Good fortune fell upon Cranberry Valley for today's Pro-Am. I don't know why. Acid rain, global warming, whatever. It's lovely out. Bayberry Hills, Bob Lovely's approach on the 14th in a great spot. He would tap in for par. Here's Tom Lee of the Captains. He's putting for birdie. Tom's putt for birdie. It doesn't find its nest, doesn't find its home, although still a par putt. Fellow Captains member Bruce Hirschberg. He knows how to sink his putts, and he's coming up here, and he's going to sink this one for par. Today's winner for the 3rd straight week, Willow Bend's Jimmy Madalena, firing a 68. Well, we all know the New England Patriots are having problems, although the Pats' defensive secondary has been causing problems for opponents. Defensive back Chris Carter says Pro Bowlers Ty Law and Lawyer Malloy deserve the credit.
Just about anywhere else. You can't go and find 2 Pro Bowlers in the secondary at the same time. So I really got lucky, and I'm really glad to be in the same spot that they are. And it looks like we're turning things around, and we're starting to gel as a secondary, and we're ready to go for the rest of the way.
On Sunday, the Pats try and halt their 2-game losing streak at Buffalo. And coming up next on Media One Cape News, music from an American songbook at the Yarmouth Senior Center. Please stay with us.
With over 7,500 square feet of antiques at the Barn, it's worth the stop. The Barn is in the old Fall River Knitting Mills building and houses the largest selection of antiques on Cape Cod. At the Barn, you'll find an eclectic collection of antique furniture and reproductions and the biggest selection of prints, paintings, and lamps anywhere in southeastern Massachusetts, not to mention a great selection of one-of-a-kind items, perfect for gift-giving. Come in and see why it's worth the stop at the Barn, Route 28 in the old Fall River Knitting Mills building, Hyannis.
$39.95, that's the advertised special, but you got to have it mounted, right? That's going to be $15.95 extra. Now, if you want to have it balanced, that's going to be $12.95 extra. Do you want to keep the old tires? If you don't want to keep the old tires, we got to get rid of them, and that's going to cost you an extra.
This won't happen to you at Cape and Islands Tire. From front-end loaders to wheelbarrows.